Hello and welcome everybody to today's Commodities Corner presented by myself, Phil Carr at the Gold and Silver Club. So today we will be covering live market analysis. We will go through a watch list of trading opportunities, a forecast of where we expect gold, silver, oil to head next, answering questions, and of course we will be providing live support during the session. So any questions, any comments, contributions, do please put those into the chat. So let me introduce you to the Gold and Silver Club. The Gold and Silver Club is the #1 commodities trading and investment coaching company. We're regarded as the go-to authority on commodities trading. As internationally respected experts, our analysis and our opinions on the metals, the energies, and also the agricultural markets, they're routinely sought by major financial television channels and publications, which include Bloomberg, Reuters, CNBC, the Financial Times, the Wall Street Journal. Our team of experts has trained and mentored over 100,000 private traders from all over the world to increase their wealth and generate substantial income through commodities using our exclusive research-driven strategies. So for more information on the Gold and Silver Club and our expertise, please feel free to visit our website, which is www.thegoldensilverclub.com. Okay, so we'll get straight into it today, guys. There's been a lot of activity in commodities over the last week, and I'm sure a lot of you are aware of the significant breakout that we've seen in gold prices over the course of this week. We saw silver break out to 11-week highs, and gold has also broken out here to 2-month highs as well. In fact, we saw gold's biggest monthly gain over the month of January since Brexit, surged over 6% in January. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will be aware of a lot of the volatility and uncertainty which we're seeing from President Trump impact on commodity prices. Now, most noteworthy was at the weekend when President Trump ordered a travel ban on citizens from 7 Muslim countries. Now, this has definitely had a big impact. He also fired the acting US Attorney General for refusing to enforce the order. And with that, we immediately saw at the beginning of this week a breakout to the upside in gold, in silver, in platinum and palladium. The US dollar sold off, stock market sold off, and certainly it's something that you need to be very aware of, the volatility that we are seeing from Donald Trump. We saw over the course of the weekend, to break it down in a little bit more detail, although I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this, but if not, Donald Trump signed an executive order that stopped entry of all refugees to the United States for 120 days, and he also blocked entry into the US for 90 days for citizens of 7 predominantly Muslim countries, which included Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. And that has really been a big catalyst for gold. So why is it important to mention that? Why must you be aware of that? Because essentially this has been treated by the markets as an opportunity to go and buy gold. So we've essentially seen the safe haven bid, we've seen precious metals go up, uncertainty, volatility in the markets, as we're seeing at the moment, has led to an inflow in commodities, and we're bound to see a lot more of this over the course of this year. So just to give you an idea of the performance of commodities in 2017 so far, we're now into the 3rd of February, so it's a good opportunity to now look back over the month of January. What were the best performing markets? You can very clearly see here the best performers, this is across all the markets, by far have been commodities. So it's something we've discussed during the course of our weekly Commodities Corner, particularly the January effect, and that's played out perfectly over the last month. The best winners over the last month have been palladium, up over 11.6% in January, platinum up 11.5%, silver up 10.8%, oats up 10.3%, coffee up 9.9%, cotton up 9.3%, copper up 8.2%, sugar up 7.7%, gold up over 6% here as well. So you can see we've seen some big inflows into commodities, some of the biggest inflows that we've actually seen in over 7 years, over the first month of 2017. And things are really just starting to get heated up now. We've got a lot more to come of this sort of price action. over this year. So exciting times ahead for those of you who know what to do, you know how to capitalize on this, you know how to make money on these moves. And if you don't, if you'd like to find out more, stay on to the end of today's session. We'll give you an opportunity for those of you who want to join us at the Gold and Silver Club and really take your trading to the next level. So today we'll have a look at the charts. We'll go through some analysis. As always, feel free to ask any questions. We'll be looking at the following. So I'll talk you through two types of trades: the higher or lower trade. So very simply, very straightforward way to trade the markets. If you select higher, you win the payout. If the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price. If you select lower, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. When you trade in this way on binary, all you need to really get right is the entry, of course, the time frame and the direction. Very simple. You don't need a stop loss. You don't need a take profit target, and it makes it very quick for you to implement these trades and doesn't require a lot of management. So what we'll talk you through is the levels that we're looking at as we go into the US session this afternoon, and also as we go into next week as well. So with that said, what I will do, I'll move you over to my charts. So just bear with me as I bring over my charts. Hold on. Okay, so you should be able to see at the moment my gold chart. So just quick checking, guys, you can still hear me okay. The audio is still good, and you can see my chart okay. Okay, just another quick checking, guys. You can all hear me okay, and you can also see my chart okay. I'm on the gold chart at the moment. Yeah, perfect. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Therese. Okay, good. So with that, we will have a look, first of all, at gold. So what do you need to know right now? Okay, what you need to know is that we've just had non-farm payrolls. This is the US dollar index at the moment that we've got on this chart right now. And you need to be aware that we've just had non-farm payrolls that came in approximately 1.5 hours ago, which is why we're doing today's session slightly later to cover the non-farm payrolls. The non-farm payroll figures were strong. So they came in higher than forecast, okay, 227,000 jobs added versus 175,000 forecast. However, the devil's in the detail. The average hourly earnings were down below expectation, which has caused the US dollar to sell off, and also the unemployment rate has increased. So it's not just those numbers you want to look at. You also want to just be aware of the average hourly earnings and also the unemployment rate, which has caused the US dollar initially to break out to the upside, but now it's sold off again. And you can see very simply you've got this downward trending channel on the US dollar. It's had another failed breakout higher here. It's given back most of its gains now over the course of today. And then with that, what you want to do is then position yourself to have a look at the precious metals, in particular gold right now. Gold, we've already got buy positions on this market already, okay? So just to put that out there, we are already long gold. We've had the classic formation last week. We pulled back down just shy of the 50-day moving average, came back down to major Fibonacci retracement level as well, found support approximately 1,180 US dollars. This has been the catalyst for the price to go higher. Now, last week on Friday, gold was at a decision point. It needed to close the day above the 1175 to 1180 zone. It did produce a rejection candle last Friday, but it still could have continued to break down if it wasn't for the fact that we saw another executive order going by Donald Trump, which has caused a lot of volatility. It's caused quite a lot of fear around the world, and the markets have reacted with the stock market sold off, the Dow Jones, S&P 500, major indices sold off, the US dollar broke down, and gold ramped up over the course of this week. Now, at this point in time, you can see gold's actually rallying right now. It's currently at 1,217 US dollars per ounce. For a binary trade, we're already in long, okay? We've already got buy positions on, but what I would look at now is a break back above this resistance zone at 1,219. We break above that again today, and particularly if we close above this level, you can see nice hammer developed on the 4-hour chart. All we need to do at this point is break back above resistance. You can see my nice V-shaped reversal pattern there for a breakout trade. So a break above 12.19 to 12.20, I'll just go long, go for a buy, price to be higher by the end of the day or by Monday next week. It's very simple trade, okay? So I would look for the price. If it breaks above 12.18, I'll go ever so slightly higher here, 12.19. If we break above that resistance, very simple trade, price to be higher, either by the end of today, you can do it in hours, or by the end of today, or by the close on Monday. Okay, that is very likely to follow through. A break above 12.19 at this point in time. Just needs to crack that neckline again, and especially if gold closes above it, it's trading around 12.16 at the moment. That will lead to the next move higher. Ultimately, we're looking for gold here to break out to 1,250 US dollars per ounce. That is our next profit target here on gold. And if we can break and close above 12.20 on a weekly closing basis this week, I'll take you out to the weekly chart. You've got a nice V-shaped reversal pattern in development here as well. We broke above last week's high after we got a lower high and a lower close last week. We've already taken out the highs, and it's looking very strong here on a weekly chart. And I would not be surprised at all to see gold today break back above 1,220 US dollars here, and then just continue to follow through. It's bounced off a very key moving average, underlying support. You've got key trend channels as well. Again, just look at the 4-hour chart. It will show you very simply where traders are just using these channels just to buy. Bounces off these levels are being treated as buying opportunities. It won't take much just to break out higher here. So gold, I see it as a buy at the moment. Now, if we go over to silver, silver is also correlated to gold. And of course, we've got another bounce here, just a very shy pullback. Silver broke out to 11-week highs this week. You've got a nice head and shoulder pattern in development at the moment, already broken above the neckline. I'm looking for higher prices here for silver. Depends what you prefer to trade, gold or silver. Both will move in the same direction. I'll probably say I would advise to pick one or the other. So either trade gold or silver. Preference today is for gold. That could change next week, but preference today is for gold, which is currently trading nearer to its 11-week highs at the moment. But silver, you go over to higher time frame. Silver has broken out of a major monthly resistance channel, broke out of a weekly channel as well. If we can close above this channel on a weekly closing basis, silver is likely to go higher too. Now, moving over also to palladium and platinum. Palladium's been good to take advantage on a binary basis here, just of these short-term breakout higher. And every time it pulls back, we have seen, especially when it pulls back to around the 50-day moving average, it spends very little time below that point before we very quickly shoot back in price. We get a huge reversal and often a very profitable trade opportunity off the back of that. So any real breakouts, any support around the 740 zone, which we're retesting at the moment here, I would look at buy opportunities as long as they hold for the price to be higher. So I would still look at this market, palladium, for additional buying opportunities at this point in time, especially if it holds around the 740 level. Price to be higher either by the end of the day or by Monday or Tuesday's close. And also platinum too. Platinum, after the pullback that it's had over the last couple of days, has also developed a rejection candle on the daily. Same sort of price structure that we're getting with gold as well here. You can see where it's got underlying trend channel. Platinum is slowly but surely building a base over 2017. Again, platinum is up 11% so far this year. It is one of the best performing commodities after palladium in 2017. So just bear in mind that we do have the potential to go much higher here for these markets. I do see more upside potential. A little bit more follow through would be good. Gold is my preference for today. Break above 1,219 US dollars. Look for a buy for the price to be higher by the end of today, or for the price to be higher by Monday or Tuesday next week. I would expect follow through. We don't have too much news items coming out next week. There's no FOMC statements next week. We don't have non-farm payrolls. We've just had that today. And in terms of other major news items, we don't have the European Central Bank talking next week. So in terms of major news, there's not too much which is scheduled next week. But what I would advise is maybe follow Donald Trump's Twitter page. So we're seeing a lot of breaking news which is affecting the market via Donald Trump at the moment. He does tweet his executive orders as well. So I've certainly got a follow on Donald Trump's Twitter page at the moment. And it is just worth being aware of. Sounds funny, but it is worth being aware of what Donald Trump is doing at the moment. He's moving the markets more than non-farm payrolls or FOMC statements at the moment. So these are the ways that we need to adapt to changing market conditions. And at the moment, Donald Trump is moving the markets. So at the moment, if we go back over to gold, more notably, we've seen gold have this breakout to the upside on the back of that over the course of this week. Now, right now, gold actually is getting very close, guys. So if you do have your trading platforms open and so on, just be aware that gold on a break of 12.19, that's a buy, in my opinion, for the price to be higher by the end of the day and also by early next week as well. So, yeah, I would look at that for a potential buy. Also, oil. Oil, what are we looking at with oil at the moment? Okay, oil has really been consolidating a lot over the last week. I've essentially got this range in mind for oil, and if we, excuse me, if we break and close above this overhead resistance channel, which sits at $54 and about 70 cents per barrel, which is the resistance zone. If we break above that level today and we close above that level, that is essentially a buy on oil in the short term. If it closes above this on a weekly closing basis, we've been ricocheting between support and resistance with oil for roughly about 4 weeks now. Throughout most of Christmas, most of January, oil hasn't really done too much. It's just moved sideways. Now, we did have a pennant formation, which was developing on the weekly chart, which has broken out to the upside this week. So I would say momentum is in favor of the bulls at the moment. So the buy side is favored over the sell side short term, but only if we can break and close above this zone of resistance. So there is a potential for a buy here on oil. If it takes out yesterday's high, which is sitting at the moment around $54 and 66 cents. If we break above that level, this could ramp up and cause the next leg higher here for oil. If it has a failed move, if it can't do that, we did develop a rejection candle into the close yesterday, and therefore what I would look at would be the potential for oil to come back down, come back within this trend channel where it's just moving sideways between support and resistance. You've got a wedge here as well. We are seeing higher highs, higher lows at the moment, but it's surprising considering that we've got a record net long position on at the moment in terms of money managers who have been buying into this trade, and it's getting exhausted. So we've seen it happen before with sugar last year, where you've got an extreme amount of buyers in this market. So most money managers, they're positioned for a buy here, and they have been over the last 2 or 3 weeks off the back of the OPEC agreement. And considering that we're seeing a record amount of buy positions in the market, we're not really seeing a lot of movement here. What does that tell you? It means that really there's nobody new, fresh here to buy. Nobody's really pushing this to a tipping point where it's breaking out at the moment. Everybody who wants to be long at the moment, who wants to be buying, is already buying. They're already stacked up for buy positions, and often when this is the case, you can get a punishing if you're not seeing those sort of positions deliver quickly. You would have expected it already to have broken out last week, potentially this week as well. The fact that oil is not following through with the amount of long positions in this market is a bit of a telltale sign that it might end up being a failed move to the upside, and we could break down very quickly. Now, we don't have the price structure to confirm that at the moment because we haven't seen this sort of quick sell-off, but oil can sell off very quickly. It can sell off 300 points within an hour, as we saw going back to the end of December, beginning of January, with this bull trap. So it's just something to be aware of at the moment with oil. Short-term momentum is to the upside, but I would be a bit wary here that we could see sudden quick shakeouts as well. So neutral at the moment. Coming at this from a completely neutral point of view, at this point, I would say I wouldn't add a position on oil right now, either for a long or a short, until we have a confirmed move. So whether it's going to either break out of resistance or break out below support here. So depending on which way this goes, it could still go either way. So that's what we're looking at with oil at the moment. And if we move back over, we'll just take it back to the US dollar as well. And this is, there we go, look at that. The US dollar is selling off now. So this is a sign that we could start to see a breakout now in a number of commodities. Let's go back over to gold. It's probably got a bit higher now. Let's bring that back up. Yeah, there we go. It's just about, it looks like it's ready to break now. Almost at 12.18. So watch that. Watch that, guys. That could potentially lead to a nice breakout trade today. Get a break back above 12.19, and that's the trade that you want to take advantage of, in my opinion. You can see here where the US dollar is rolling back over. It's breaking back down. Failed follow through for the US dollar, so therefore you would expect that to lead. There you go. Look at gold. We'll bring that on a 4-hour chart. Let's see if it can break out. Here we go. It's just knocking at the door of 12.19, isn't it? Okay, let's see if we can put it on any tighter time frames. There we go, 1 hour. Yeah, so essentially a break above. You can put it on tighter time frames to get an idea of where the key levels are here. So I'm looking essentially, we break above this resistance zone, 12.19. We should get a pop if it does that. There you go, you can see it a little bit more clearly now. We'll just remove this level. Looks like it's getting ready to go now. So essentially, in order to trade this for a breakout, it would just be higher trades. You go to higher, lower on gold, and you look for the price to break out and be higher here. There you go, 12.19. Oh, look at it go, 12.19. Can it break the level of resistance? Just about getting there. 12.19.20. Yeah, it looks like it's going to do it. Let's see if it can do it over the next minute or so. You can see very clear resistance here. So you've got a number of bounces at this level. If we break above that level, so sellers at the moment will be positioning their stop loss just above this level, and also buyers, fresh buyers who've got buy stop orders would likely have their trades just ready to go above resistance here, above 12.20. So if we can breach that, that's the level to breach. So we're going to get a bit of a battle here at this level around 12.19. That's the level to watch. And again, binary is really simple because you don't need to put a stop loss or a take profit target. You just need the price to close higher over the given time frame. Could be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, down to your discretion on time frame. But essentially, I see this price going higher. We just need to burst above 12.19. 12.19.37. We'll see if it does it. And just whilst we're looking at gold here, just quickly flip it back to the US dollar. The US dollar will be selling off inversely, okay? So look, US dollar is selling off, gold going up. US dollar selling off, gold going up. That's the inverse correlation. You want to be watching the US dollar index as well. So you want to know how the inverse correlation is working. So that will give you a very good idea. Other commodities will be going up now as well, not just gold. Silver will be going up, platinum will be going up, palladium will be going up. So with gold, you can see it's just about breaking now. Can you see that? 12.19.64, that's the key level of resistance. 12.19.75, so now 12.20. So this is essentially the buy signal, guys. This is an entry for the price to be higher, cracking 12.19 resistance. This will get going now. 12.19.78, buy for the price to be higher, and that's it. Done. Don't really need to do anything else now. Just let the trade run now. Okay, fantastic. So I hope that helped, guys, just to go through a real chart breakout here where we're breaking through a key level of resistance with gold at the moment. I'll bring it back to the daily. You can see here where gold is surging. Actually, we just bring it back again to the 1 hour. You can see here, there we go. There's the break, okay? This is the break. There we go. It's starting to surge now. Orders are getting triggered. Additional orders will start getting triggered. This will follow through, in my opinion. So that's looking good right now, 12.20. Approximately. So with that, whilst we're on the topic, I'll go through the top trades that we've had over the last week using the research-driven strategies at the Gold and Silver Club. Our top trades over this week have included palladium, which has given us another opportunity just to get in long off the lower end of the trend channel. The beauty with trading on binaries, you only need the price to be higher. Palladium normally uses big stop losses when you trade this market because it's quite volatile. But when you trade on a binary, just need the price to be higher. Entered at 740, price to be higher, and that worked out perfectly. We also, as we discussed last week, we took the sell short the previous week, which is still one of our best trades here because it was such a significant move. That was the biggest move on palladium in over 10 years, the biggest one-day move to the downside where it dropped over 7% in 1 day. So that worked out very well. And of course, gold, we remain long. We've taken on additional positions here. We took on a first position just on Tuesday on the 1st of February, and that has also worked out. Actually, no, excuse me, Wednesday was the 1st of February. We took this position on Wednesday when we revisited $1,200 US per ounce prior to the FOMC statement, got in for a long, and that worked out perfectly for the price to be higher. We've added a few additional positions with expiries, with the trade to be out within a week, and just gone out a little bit further as well with a couple of different expiries because we see more upside potential on gold here, which you can see is breaking out at the moment. So if you would like to get exclusive access, guys, to the private members live trading room at the Gold and Silver Club and really find out more, get access to all of the services, all you need to do to become a member of the Gold and Silver Club is go to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com, complete the application form, and we will get in touch with you ASAP. Okay, so it's www. I just put it on the chat there for you. jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. What does it include? What do you get by being a member? Okay, so the private members live trading room includes the following. So you get access to our 4 trading strategies. You get all of our online training course as well, which is a quick start guide to commodities, and also all of our training videos with our strategies. You get exclusive weekly live trading room webinars. So you can join us during the week when we're hosting our webinars, very interactive. We go through our positions, our analysis, our research. You get a recording of every session as well. You get live trade recommendations ready to implement. We talk you through all of our trades, the setups, the entry, the exit points. We just show you exactly what we're doing in the markets. You can see exactly what we're doing. You get real-time notifications via email, SMS, so you get all of the notifications of when we're entering a market, breaking news, and so forth. You get the inside track, which is a week ahead trading plan and trade watch list for the week ahead, VIP support and mentoring from our senior traders to ensure you're being kept accountable and on track, and access to our private traders academy members website and all of our resources. So if that's something that you would like to take up, guys, just go across to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. Great timing at the moment. You can see how well commodities have performed over the first month of the year. It's a good time to get involved. We're still at the beginning of the year, and there's still plenty more opportunity to take advantage of. So again, it's just www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. Also, please make sure you mention when you make an application that you have been on today's binary session, or that you're catching the recording, or you've been on today's session on binary. That would be very much appreciated. Okay. Fantastic. So with that, guys, let me just quickly break it down for you in terms of what that includes. So just to clarify that, the live trading rooms, we host those during the week. Our expert traders go through the commodity markets right in front of you, similar to what we've done now, except it's much longer, and we go through entries, exit, take profit. We go through more markets, and we provide you with additional details, and it's very interactive, lots of contributions to join those sessions, and you get the recordings, you get real-time notifications via email and SMS of all of our entry, exit, on all of our positions, commodity research, market insights to help give you a boost with your win rate. Okay, and again, this is just a list of everything that you get included by being a private member of the live trading room. So here is the application, guys. So with that, I do wish you all good trading, and yeah, have a great day, guys. We look forward to speaking to you on the next one. Of course, I very much look forward to working with those of you who will be making an application, who are taking action and joining us at the Gold and Silver Club. I wish you all the best. Have a fantastic weekend, and I hope you make lots of money today on the markets. Okay, thanks, guys. Speak soon. Take care. Thanks, Sharice. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.